everybody and welcome to Music with Meg's Violin School. This is lesson 3 and today we're learning how to tune the violin.
Everybody follow me, it's Music with Meg.
Now before we can learn any more about the violin, we need to make sure that our violin is in tune. If our violin is out of tune, then we're not going to be able to play pieces of music very nicely, and all the notes are going to sound either sharp or flat. So we need to tune our strings to make sure that they sound right. You need to make sure that your violin is in tune before every lesson or practice session. Now when you're starting out, it's a good idea to use a tuner. Now you can buy a digital tuner or you can download an app on your phone or tablet. There are loads of them out there and most of them are free and pretty easy to use. Now you could also use a piano to tune your violin, but I wouldn't recommend you do this until you've got a good ear so that you can really match the notes to the strings on the violin. Now the tuning pegs of your violin are here, and each tuning peg adjusts a different string. Now our top tuning peg is the E string, and then down from that is the A string, the D string, and the G string. If you're stuck and you don't know which peg tunes which string, take a look at the peg and you should be able to see the string that it's going to tune. Now most violins also have fine tuners, small little adjusters down here by the bridge. Your pegs might be a little bit stiff to begin with, so take it really easy and gently and you'll get there. Now we're going to start by tuning our A string, which is this one here. We start with A because in an orchestra, the oboe would play an A for the rest of the orchestra to tune to. Now if you're not confident bowing, then we can tune using pizzicato. It's much better to use pizzicato than to try using our bow and end up with a scrunchy sound. So put your tuner nice and close and keep an eye on it while you play A. Your tuner should tell you if the note is too flat, in which case the arrow will be pointing downwards, or if the note is too sharp, in which case the arrow will be up. Most tuners turn green once your note is in tune. So my A is too flat, which means I need to sharpen it. Now to sharpen the string, we're raising the note and we're actually tightening the string. So we're going to want to turn our peg away from the body of the violin. We're going to do this very gently. Now my A is a tiny bit too sharp, so let's take it back the other way. And now it's a tiny bit too flat. So if your string is nearly in tune, if it's just got a little way to go, then you can use the fine adjusters down here. Now the fine adjusters turn clockwise to sharpen and anti-clockwise to flatten. And because they're quite easy to use, you can keep playing the string as you adjust it, like this. Now once you've got a nice A, you can move on to the other strings. The D string, the G, and E. Now most tuners will turn green once your string is in tune, so keep an eye out on the tuner and soon you should have all 4 strings in tune. Now play or pluck each string on its own to make sure that they're definitely in tune. We'll start with the A string, then D, G, and E. And there you have it, your violin is now in tune and ready to go for your next violin lesson. And you need to make sure you do this before every single lesson or practice session. Now, when your strings are new, your violin will slip out of tune quite a lot. But once your violin gets used to it, then you can use the fine adjusters and it's much easier to tune. Have a lovely week, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Before you go, please consider making a contribution to Music with Meg. You can join me on Patreon or via PayPal. Thank you so much, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye!